Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Christy Deer, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. I am so happy to have you here. And today we have a very special guest, somebody I'm very, very excited to introduce you to. His name is Ray Higdon. Ray has been coaching and training social sellers in the network marketing and direct sales world for the last 10 years. Before he started coaching, he was the number one income earner in a direct sales company. He's recruited hundreds of representatives through social media and his company, the Higdon Group. He has helped representatives enroll over 300,000 customers and recruit 71,000 new reps in just the last 3 years. He's also a best-selling author, and his latest book, Time, Money, Freedom, he shares 10 rules to radically reshape your life. So Ray, I am so excited to have you join me today. It's great to talk to you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Sure. Okay, question. So how did you get started in the direct selling industry?
Yeah, there's a difference between when I got started and when I got really focused. But when I got started, I was actually in real estate and I was focused, me and a partner were focused on buying cash flow rentals. Passive income, cash flow was something I was very, very focused on and wanting to grow. And I met someone, my partner actually introduced me to someone who was making a pretty good amount of money through network marketing passively. And it kind of blew me away because I looked at what we did to make $100 a door, which was a lot. We dealt with going into rougher areas. We dealt with people giving excuses. We dealt with people moving out of units and smashing the toilet and smearing stuff on the walls. Like, we dealt with a lot. And then I meet this person who's making thousands and thousands of dollars passively through network marketing. And I thought, dang, that's pretty cool, actually. And you don't risk your life. And so that's actually what got me involved in network marketing. I didn't know what I was doing at the time, of course, but that's what initially got me involved.
Wow. Yeah. It is such a great business because I was a heck no to this industry for 10 years. I was approached. I kept saying, no, no, no. And it is really amazing how when I found some people who were in this business making really good money, changing their lives, like you said, and it was really eye-opening. Like, this business works and it's helping so many people.
Yeah, for sure.
So in your book, Vibrational Money Immersion, I love that book. That's how I was introduced to you. I picked up that book. Wow. I was like, I love it because it's right up my alley. You talk about the importance of having desire to prosper and succeed, that a person, in a sense, needs to be hungry for it. Why do you think this is so important when somebody's trying to reach their goals to have this desire?
Well, I think, you can't lead anyone else until you lead yourself. And if you can recognize that the requirement for the attainment of any goal is to first have the desire to go after it, then it may help you lead yourself, of course, and lead others as well. A lot of times, especially in network marketing, people will get frustrated because they're trying to lead people to things that they think they should want, but in reality, they don't have that desire. And so it's a lot of wasted energy of you trying to get someone to reach the next rank or, become a top earner or, fill in the blank, if that's not really their desire. You have to want it. There's no level of coaching that I could do to someone who just doesn't want it. They have to want it.
Yeah, exactly. You're so right. And just knowing someone's goals and dreams and being able to support them around that and helping people to reach those dreams, in a sense, in this business, it helps you reach your goals. And I just think it's such a win-win.
Right.
For everybody. In that book, you talk about the importance of, and really the power of visualizing. seeing yourself as if you've already reached those goals. And this is something that I'm a huge believer in, and we talk about pretty often on the Mindset Chick podcast. How has visualizing your goals changed your life and business?
Yeah. Something that I've heard in the last probably year that Joe Dispenza talks about is that you want to spend more time focusing on the person you're growing into and becoming, less than your memory of who you are or who you've been. Visualization gives you that chance. It gives you that opportunity of seeing you doing things that you may not know how to do right now, or you may not know how to create a potential income or outcome, I should say. And so you taking the time to really see yourself doing amazing things, whether that is, for example, Saturday, I spoke at a charity event for foster care, and we're raising money, me and one of the doctors, the main doctor in our area that counsels those in foster care and in the foster care system. And so we are in the process of raising enough money to build a crisis house. And so I'm spending time visualizing that being there of kids that have been through traumatic experiences, usually around their parents, being at a safe place where they're not just given food and shelter, but they're actually given counseling and love and attention and appreciation and knowledge and education. And so seeing that process, when I was just getting started learning public speaking, I was terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. The first time I spoke in front of a group, which, by the way, was in front of 6 or 7 people that I had worked with for years, my boss asked me, "Ray, are you on drugs?" That's how bad my first public presentation went. But I started working on it. I went to Toastmasters. I enrolled in different college courses to get better at speaking. And about maybe a year into the process, I visualized myself speaking on the Vegas Strip, which honestly at the time made no sense at all. I worked for a local government. Like, when does local government not in Vegas speak on the Vegas Strip? That makes no sense. It literally, there's zero sense to it. But for whatever reason, I thought, what's something that's just unbelievable that would be totally crazy if it happened? Let me visualize it. And what's weird is within 2, maybe 3 years, I had left that job. I had started doing real estate. I was asked to go on the road for this real estate company. And there I was, maybe, 2.5 years later, speaking at Planet Hollywood in front of a big group on the Vegas Strip. And so it allows you to build the muscles of, let me see things that I don't necessarily know how to get to, but I have the desire for. And so, those are some examples of how visualization has helped me and is helping me.
I love that. I love the way you explain that. And I visualize, like, everything that I've created in my life all started with visualizing. And like you said, just forming a mental picture and just seeing myself there, not even knowing exactly how, but just seeing it and picturing it and bringing like feeling and emotion into it. And yeah, you spoke at our event and there was like thousands and thousands of people and you did amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did amazing. I was on the edge of my seat. So,
oh, that's awesome.
So in your bio, you mentioned that your company has supported people to recruit 300,000 customers and 71,000 new reps into their business in just the last 3 years.
Yes.
That's incredible. What do you think the number one thing is that people need to start doing more of to grow their business and start reaching those bigger goals?
I mean, if I had to boil it down to one thing, it would be, I'll give you a couple of things. So one, better time management, but to really understand what that means. So when I say better time management, many will just take that into consideration for when they're doing their business. So let's say that they do their business 30 minutes a day or an hour a day. So when I say better time management, they'll look at that window and think, how do I get better at that 30 minutes or an hour? What I'm talking about is your entire time management. I'm talking about how much time does someone spend beating themselves up over the things they didn't do? Usually over an hour. How much time do people spend overthinking situations? Usually over an hour. And so, I'm talking about the whole thing. I'm talking about being very aware that you have plenty of time. It's not abundance of time that makes someone successful. It's the management of that time. And so if you can't build a business part-time, you also can't full-time because it's not more time. You need to be able to manage your time. And I know people that will, and I'm sure you've seen it too, they'll say they don't have time, yet they spend hours a day overthinking, procrastinating, either creating excuses or beating themselves up for the excuses they came up with yesterday. And if they just got addicted to a daily routine that doesn't take all day, where they're reaching out to people, they're creating content, and they're working on themselves, they would build a successful business. And so it really does come down to, how is your time management? How are you doing with that?
That's really, really good. I love that. And I love the way you put that, and people can get addicted to, being better at time management and thinking about all the times when, like, the time that you spend, like you said, like beating yourself up for the things that you didn't do, or maybe overthinking things. That's such a good way to look at it. My husband has helped me a lot with talking to me about time blocking. This time to this time, I dedicate to working on my business, and I go into my office, shut my doors.
Yeah.
And then I have, a checklist and things that I do every single day. And that's changed my life.
It's either time blocking or activity management. So activity management would be, hey, I'm going to reach out to 20 people today, or I'm going to do one video today, right? And so, like, did you do that particular activity or did you not? Go do it, right? So it's either, let me set an egg timer where I don't scroll on any social media, I only prospect for X amount of time, or activity management of X amount of people.
Yeah, I like that. That's really good. Like being intentional with your time.
Yeah.
That time that you set aside, and then you know what you're doing in that time. And then, and that's so true, because little things that you do every day is planting the seed for things to shift and things to change and for results to happen.
Right.
Yeah. So Ray, I would like to just ask you, what is your favorite quote that you love to live by?
Favorite quote. The one that comes to mind is, pain pushes you until a vision pulls you. And that's by the Dr. Reverend Michael Beckwith. I've shared the stage with him, I think 3 times maybe, and he's amazing. He was the guy with dreadlocks in The Secret. He no longer has dreadlocks, but he's just an amazing individual. And for me, that quote was very true. Pain was pushing me. I was depressed. I was in foreclosure. I was drinking heavily. I went through a divorce until a vision pulled me of who I really wanted to become, and then nothing could stop me. And so pain pushes you until a vision pulls you.
I love that. That's really good. Yeah, that's so true. And yes, I know him. I remember reading about him. So that's so cool. You shared the stage with him.
He's amazing. He is a next level human being, if I can call him that. I don't know if he's a human being or not, but he's amazing. That's
great. I love it. So Ray, how can people connect with you and get to know you more?
Sure. There's been a lot of buzz around our new book, which is called Time, Money, Freedom. That's put out by Hay House. It's our first majorly published book. We have several that we self-publish, like the one that you mentioned, Vibrational Money Immersion. Time, Money, Freedom is both my wife and I wrote, and it gets pretty deep, shares some very deep lessons in it. But what we really broke down is it's 10 simple rules to redefine what's possible and radically reshape your life. I would say the 3 takeaways is, 1, you can create a great life despite a bad past, which is true of myself. I grew up in a very abusive home. I've been able to use that lesson to help others. Number 2, you can inspire a lot of people by being vulnerable about what you've overcome. And number 3, that with more money, you can do more good. And money is one of those subjects that, some people just don't like to talk about, or they think you're greedy if you want more. And the point we make in the book is that with more money, you can do more good. You can give more to charity if that's what floats your boat. You can build more schools. You can build more abuse centers. You can help out your family more. You can experience more. You can invest in your education more. And so those are the three kind of main concepts from the book. And of course, if you're not wanting the book and just wanting to connect, it's Ray Higdon on pretty much every social media channel. We do a lot of videos. We do Free Coaching Friday, and we love to help network marketers.
Yeah, that's so great. I can't wait to check out that book. And I love that. And I've shared before on these episodes about how changing my life with money has allowed me to support more charities and even like the waiters and waitresses more and do things that I once dreamed about, just being able to help more financially. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here and sharing all of your wisdom and your nuggets. And yeah, so thanks so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And thanks for all that you're doing to help people out there and help them, get better about their mindset and help them. And so you're doing an amazing job.
Thanks, Ray. And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.